BBN Jack Frauds, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's having a beautiful day. Okay. Recently, we've been talking about the Tyre Nichols situation. There's a couple of things I want to say today. First, the thing that they're saying is going on with him and one of the officers' loved ones allegedly at a job, FedEx. I don't know if we're going to lead into that. I don't know how much I believe in that. I do think that the attack looked extremely personal. I want to get into that. There's a lot to discuss here. But first thing I want to show you is this. This is a conversation that CNN had. It looks like CNN is having some of the same discussions we're having. It looks like CNN is having some of the same discussions we're having. Basically, one of the things in which I was speaking on is we do have a problem that the police, the reform and everything, but the reform isn't really working. Like the defunding the police isn't working. What kind of actions are we going to take, like a Sokovia Accords, where people are going to be held directly responsible for their actions? That's what we've been speaking about, basically. Anyway, in any regard, a couple of other things. I want to talk about that today. I'm going to go over what this rumor is also, just so we can be clear. There was another officer. We're gonna have a discussion about how he weighed into this. But there was another officer that has been released, and besides the other officer that's been released, there's also been some EMT workers who have been fired. I want to be clear on this. I don't want there to be no misunderstanding. I want to be as transparent on this as I can possibly be. When we are having these conversations, I said the whole entire police force needs to be looked into. This is the way that you make sure that this shit stops. They're not only looking into the police force, they're also looking into the behavior of the EMT workers when they got there. Once again, if you're not going to do it right, I don't want to joke around like we're going to do it. I just want to be clear on that. So with that being said, let's get to the show. Wow, that's quick. Only 3 minutes? It was only 3 minutes for the monologue. I don't have anything else to talk about for the monologue? Hold on. I got to have something else. That was only 3 minutes. Anything to talk about? Anything funny that I want to mention? Anything? Black Panther 2. It's supposed to be on your Disney Plus this week. Check it out. Let me know what y'all think about it. Also, apparently, they don't make television shows anymore without the LGBTQ community involved in it. Because there is... So, has anybody been watching Last of Us on HBO? Anyway, boom. Wait, whatever channel that's on HBO. I think it's on HBO, right? So, I'm watching Last of Us, right? So I never played the video game, so I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if that's on HBO or Disney. It's on one of the damn things. Anyway, so I never played the video game, so I can't tell you about the video game. Just so we can be clear, the video games that I generally play is sports like basketball or football, or an adventure game like I used to buy the Arkham series, Batman, right, or Spider-Man. Like that's what I play, right? In DC Universe. So that's basically the games in which I'm on. And you gotta have a shoot 'em up game. So you have to have a shoot 'em up game. So you have to have one of the first person shooters. So boom, that's basically what I get. That's it. I'm not real big. I don't have a million games. We're not doing that. It's too expensive and I don't got enough time. So I say all that to say this. I have not played that particular game. I heard it was a good game. But so I watched the episode 3 today, and the episode started off like what I would expect. The lead character and the other lead character, doing shit. Like, this shit is not necessary. Like, this shit is not that prevalent. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm starting to think to myself, like, is there really more stuff going on in the world that I'm paying attention to? Maybe I'm staying in my little bubble too much. Is there really more stuff going on in the world that I'm just not paying attention to? In any regard, I don't even know why that story was important. Like, so that was bananas. Like, they literally told us a story about somebody. Is he important in the video game, but they killed him off here? Like, what the fuck? I don't know. I don't get it. If anybody ever played that game, let me know who that guy was and why that guy was important. Anyway, with that being said, that's all I got for monologue. I ain't got no monologue today. All right, we to the show. Oh, something I want to show y'all. I ain't got no monologue today. It is what it is. Any regard. Hold on. Something I want to show you. Something I want to show you. Hold on. Just looking at it. Hold on. Boom. Y'all see what I'm looking at, right? Check this out. So, real quick, straight to the bones. So, apparently, what happened was someone else tried to stop Tyre Nichols first. There was a different gentleman, there was a different police officer that actually tried to stop him. That's the police officer where he tried to stop him and then he ran from him. That was the fat dude that just got fired. You know the fat dude that just got fired? Let's see if they got a picture of this guy here. Okay. Seventh officer, hold on. That would be the sixth, right? There we go. Preston him here. Alright, so check this out. So this dude, I want to see if they're gonna show him the picture. That's what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find this guy's picture. What the fuck? You guys is really fucking with me. Pardon my language. Like, you guys is really messing with me. Y'all not gonna show the picture of the white guy though. And I don't even want to say it like that, but alright, what's this guy's name? Preston here, right? Alright, so that's this guy, right? Boom. This dude right here is the initial police officer that pulled him over. When that guy pulled him over, and then whatever transpired between them, homeboy Tyre Nichols tried to get away from him. That's when he called the other dudes. Now the reason why this is the guy that stopped him for no reason, by the way. Now, the reason why he's being fired is because they're saying on the recording where he's saying whatever the heck he's saying, one of the things he said was, I hope they F him up real good. I hope they mess him up real good. Something along those lines. So that's why he's not there no more. That's why he's done. I got something to add to that. Hold on. I want to see something. Why is this page not Alright, so here we go. Check this out. A police report documenting the fatal beating of Tyre Nichols includes a glaringly different account of the arrest compared to the footage of the police of the incident revealed. So check this out. This is wild. So these guys, right after they did whatever they did, one of the dudes went and wrote the release report. This is the arrest report. This is the report he wrote. Right? So Officer McKinney responds to an aggravated assault at Rains and Rose Road. Aggravated assault. Who was the aggravated assault? Y'all was anyway. Detective Martin observed a blue Nissan Sentra bearing license plates driving recklessly at a high rate of speed. All right, so this is the dude. What are you talking about? How do y'all observe any of this shit? All right, shout out to that. Detective Martin observed suspect Tyre Nichols going west on Rains into whatever before conducting traffic stop. Detective Martin conducted the traffic stop. Okay, so Martin conducted it. Stop, rolls, whatever, sirens, made contact with the driver suspect, commanded him to exit the vehicle. All right, so first of all, there was no swerving in traffic. I just want to be clear about this. There was no swerving. There was, as far as what the police chief down there saying, they had no reason to actually stop him. So there was no swerving, there was no BS, there was no nothing. Anyway, suspect Tyre Nichols was refusing a lawful detention. The detention was unlawful because there was no reason for them to stop them. He started to fight the detective. The detective noticed that the suspect was sweating profusely. Yeah, what the fuck when you be sweating? You understand? Like, what the hell are you talking about? Why did my computer just do that? That didn't even make sense. It just did all that all by itself. Sweating profusely. But that's not the part I wanted to show y'all real quick. Grabbed the detective Martins had no effect. Look. Detective Haney gave verbal commands and deployed his chemical agent. The chemical agent had no effect, so they said he sprayed him and that didn't do nothing to him. They're trying to like say basically he was high on some shit. Suspect continues to fight. What? Tased him, no effect. So this is how they get you. This is why I keep saying try not to have any interactions with these dudes. You don't know who the good dudes is. You don't know who out there to do their job. You don't know who's out there for the BS. Now, he was just driving. He got seen. They stopped him for no reason and jumped on him. Now, who's the dude that they saying allegedly is the guy that was dating? What's the fake news? This is I'm curious. There's a fake FedEx story out there. Somebody just made up. I'm curious as to which officer they was accusing of being the ex of. I don't believe the story, but I'm curious. He did work at FedEx. So I'm curious. I ain't saying it was this guy's ex. It's probably all bullshit though. I think people just need something to register in their brain how human beings could do that to another human being for no reason. Now listen to what I got to say on this. Pay attention. Because I basically told y'all that there was something going on and it seems like I'm not necessarily incorrect. I just want to show y'all all of this bullshit real quick. Now, we all seen what happened, and this is the report that they wrote. Now, remember I told y'all, and this is why I'm showing you this. Do y'all remember I told y'all that what they're going to do is, or what they should be doing is, they need to be going backwards. And they need to be checking all of these dudes. Any reports these guys did needs to be checked. Any reports they did at all. Any kind of situations that happened between them like this previously need to be checked. Remember I told y'all that? That's what they're going to be doing. I promise you. I promise you. That's what they're going to be doing. Because this has nothing like what happened on the webcam. There's nothing like what happened on their camera. So there has to be some supervisor there that's turning a blind eye and letting this type of shit go through. You understand? This just don't happen by accident. This ain't by mistake. Just so we can be clear, the report went in by the officers hours after the arrest by 29-year-old of the 29-year-old FedEx driver tells the story of an irate suspect who repeatedly fought officers and reached for a cop's gun. None of that happened. But the footage of the arrest shows no evidence of Nichols tried to fight the Memphis police officers or reach for a gun. Instead, videos released Friday showed a aspiring photographer pleading for mercy while a group of Memphis cops punched, kicked, and pepper sprayed him again and again. Nichols never once took a swing at the officers. The video released by the Memphis Police Department show he never lunged for one of the officers' guns or pulled at their vests, the duty and duty belts, as the arrest report alleged. So this is why you got to be careful. This is why I keep telling y'all people be out here helping people do evil against other people, and in their mind they be like, "Dude, nah, but that person deserve it." What the fuck do you mean that person deserve it? When I look at that video, somebody said something to somebody. That's all I was gonna say. Somebody said something to somebody. Somebody said something to somebody. I promise. Somebody said something to somebody and created this situation. I just don't see this just being a police. This looked like everybody was in on it. Let me show you what else they said about this shit real quick. Hold on, check this out. Some EMT dudes got fired. Hold on. She look like she's somebody's mom's, yo. She look like she could be somebody's mom's. She just let and like this is how they gave it up. Check this out. 2 EMTs and a lieutenant. This is bug. When I saw this, this just leads me to believe that these people thought they were doing something good. I promise you, these people thought they were doing something good. 2 EMTs and a lieutenant with the Memphis Fire Department have been terminated for violating policy and protocol for their response to the Tyre Nichols on January 7th. EMT Basic Robert Long, EMT Advanced Jermichael Sandridge, and Lieutenant Michelle Whitaker failed to make an adequate assessment of the patient when they arrived at the scene, the fire department says. I'll break down what that is in a second. So basically what happened was when dude pulled up, they're supposed to come over to you basically, period. They're supposed to see if you need any bandaging. They're supposed to see if you need any IVs. They're supposed to see if you're dehydrated. They're supposed to come over to you, period, and look you over, period. What they did was they saw him leaned over there on the car in handcuffs, withering in pain, and they didn't even go over to him. They didn't even inspect him. They did nothing. You understand? So they didn't even do the bare minimum, just so we can be clear. They did nothing. First responder company, Engine 55, was dispatched to a pepper spray call. So they got to come pull up whenever anybody gets pepper sprayed. So they already knew dude at least got pepper sprayed, and they didn't go over there to like give him no treatment for the pepper spray either. That means so they didn't even do the bare minimum. At Ross Road and Rains, they arrived at 8:36 and was directed by police to Ross and Castlegate. MFD said the fire department. So the Memphis Fire Department said in news release Monday. They made the second scene. So just so we can be clear, remember the first officer that they got into the situation with, and he's saying that he pepper sprayed somebody or tased them. He said he tased them or whatever the case is. They went there first. So when they went there, they sat around, talked with that guy for a little while the other dude was getting homeboy was getting his ass whooped. Then after they sat around and talked with that guy for a little while, then they went to the second scene where they sat there and watched dude and didn't help him. Just so you can be clear, that's what I believe that they're saying. So they made the second scene and found Nichols handcuffed on the ground and leaning against the vehicle at 8:41. The lieutenant remained inside the truck while the two EMTs responded based on the information and they being given about the pepper spray incident. They still didn't go over to him. They requested an ambulance. At this point, they requested an ambulance, and the ambulance arrived 9 minutes later. Nichols was taken to France, so they didn't give him no assistance or nothing until the ambulance got there. So that's not what they're supposed to do. They were supposed to give him some assistance or some shit. So what I want to know is, why did they do this? Why does it sound like there's so much more going on that we don't even know? This doesn't sound like this is just some regular police officers doing some weirdo shit to a black dude. This sounds like there's a lot more going on here. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. But it sounds to me like they think this guy is somebody or this guy is somebody. In any regard, what is being found out about what people are saying about this dude so far, he's nobody that for this to be happening to. So this looked like there was something that was going on. It looked like the first dude found him and then he just became a target. 5 officers were terminated and charged with second-degree murder. A 6th officer and a 7th officer has been relieved of duty and are under investigation. No, that's what they're saying. We don't know if that's a fact. I don't know if that's a fact at this point. I don't know if that's a fact at this point. Somebody in their family, somebody in the dude's family allegedly came out and said that's not true. Somebody in the dude's family allegedly came out and said that that's not true, actually. So I don't know if that's what it is. I haven't gotten the slightest idea. But somebody in the dude's family came to Twitter and said that that's not necessarily the truth. So I don't know if that's the truth or not. I'm not saying it is or isn't. They might be lying. They probably don't want nobody to know. What the hell do I know? So I don't know if that's true or not. 5 officers were terminated, first degree. MPD showed that hold on. The MPD records show that the Sandridge is a private fireplace, and it joined the MFD, the Memphis Fire Department, in 2019. Long was also a fire private too, and joined the march. So yeah, so this people from the fire department and EMT groups are also getting fired and released. But that's what has to happen. And look how many of these people are black. I promise you it's gonna come out that they thought they was doing the right thing, and now that somebody they got screwed over because somebody probably told a lie somewhere. I promise you that's what you're gonna find out. Somebody somewhere told some kind of big ass lie that everybody believed, and that man had to lose his life. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if he got not trying to make fun of nothing, but don't be surprised if he got Emmett Till. Don't be surprised if he got Emmett Till. That shit happens. And we live in a day and age nowadays where people really do think that they have the right to say anything about anyone. For real, for real. Don't be surprised. He got Emmett Till. Somebody said something. A lie got around. Somebody hate him. Want all the bad things in the world to happen to him. Now he dead. Don't be surprised. I'm telling you. What I believe is all going to result back to is some kind of black hate. I'm telling you. That's what I believe. I believe it's all going to resort back to black hate. That's what I believe. I think it's all going to resort back to black hate, period. That's what I think is going to happen. That's what I always think is going to happen. When you got black people dealing with one another, there's just not enough love. There just isn't. It just isn't. People are always going to say, well, yeah, I'm going to do the black thing, love thing, but as long as it don't involve the people that I hate. You understand? I'm going to keep doing this hateful thing over here, but yeah, black love. Like, yeah, not a problem. That's interesting for me to get this. All right. So, just so we can be clear, I told y'all it's most likely going to be, pardon me, some kind of black on black hate. I'm looking at this situation that just happened with this dude. Obviously, he was targeted. I don't know if the first officer is the reason why he was targeted or not, but it's obviously that he was targeted. The black officers are the officers that ran into him, and they didn't beat him like they was mad at him for doing something. They was beating him like that was personal. That's just the way that I feel about it. What up? That's just the way I feel about it. They beat him like that was personal. That didn't look like that was some random, we want to beat up a random guy that in the street, whatever the case might be. That looked personal. So I don't know why that happened like that. We're going to find out at some point. But, it's going to see what happens. But there's a lot of people that's going to be losing their jobs, very thankfully. And I think that they should also go with the EMTs. Because if you remember, listen to what FBG Duck's mother's been saying. The EMTs allowed for her son to die. She's been saying that. So, is there a thing going on? Remember, these people are all working out there together. They have to work in unison to a degree. So, is there something going on? I don't know. We'll see what happens. I haven't been doing the Tonight Show, so I got to pardon me. I don't really be up for these no more. We are going to be having a interview that's going to be dropping this week. But I haven't been up for the Tonight shows per se. I'm going to be up for these ones. If my computer starts working the right way, I'm going to just have morning coffee and I'm going to just do videos. Just regular videos throughout the day, to be honest with you. I'm waiting to find out if I'm still waiting. Didn't respond back yet to let me know. Sheesh. Kimo and a friend, apparently. I'm still waiting. For a response. What up, Rhonda from upstate New York? How you doing? I need 1 second. Sorry about that. All right. So yes, I'll look. Just so we could be clear. I know people don't want to talk about the black hate aspect of this, but there's a lot of people a lot more intelligent than I am having these discussions on social media. People a lot more intelligent than I am having these same discussions. After us, by the way. I'm assuming, because I didn't see theirs until after we were already in the conversation. A lot more intelligent than us, having the same conversation. A lot more intelligent than me, having the same conversation. At what point are we going to admit that if we had unity, the real problem with the police wouldn't exist no more? The problem with the police only exists because we don't have no unity. If we had unity, the problem with the police wouldn't exist. We're police. Sheesh. We're police. So I understand that often I'm having conversations with people are like, well, no, Jack is trying to... No, I'm not trying to do nothing. I'm saying what the actual issue is. And the problem is a lack of caring for one another in our own community. Period. That's what the issue is. That's what we gotta do. I can't talk about the issue. Other people have to talk about the issue. Because if I talk about the issue, that's going to give people even a more reason to do the opposite of whatever I'm saying. So when I talk about black people getting together, that just for whatever the reason is, I just feel like it makes black people hate each other more. It don't make sense, but usually, like, people do the opposite of whatever I'm saying. Like, that's how strong the hate is. You know what I'm saying? So 3 Memphis fire personnel, because of what I just told you, because of the beating, they were fired for the reasons that I just told you. Yeah, I didn't know if I wanted to even do a Tonight Show tonight. I don't really be caring to do these things. To be honest with I never post people. People be like, why don't I post them? I'll be knowing that people be wanting me to post them. To be honest with you, most of the time. I'm gonna let y'all go. I mean, for no reason particularly, but I don't really have anything to talk about this. I mean, I have what I've been saying. Huh. I say it, don't nobody wanna. Oh. Huh. Okay. So, Offset has a situation going on with QC. Okay, so remember Cardi B allegedly brought Offset out of his deal with QC, Quality Control. She allegedly brought him out of their deal. So Offset is suing them because allegedly they don't want to honor the deal now. Cardi allegedly played to get him out of the deal. They don't want to honor the deal now. He's supposed to allegedly, I believe, have the rights to his own music, but now they still own his rights or whatever. Wow. So that's why they're in court. Now y'all don't understand how crazy it is that they just gave fucking this part of my language. That they just gave Tory Lanez his rights back like that. Nobody don't see how wild that is. These dudes don't just give you back your rights, yo. Tory Lanez complained and had his jump offs back like the next day. Nobody don't think that there's something going on with that. That was bananas. Everybody forget that happened. Now everybody's mad at Rock Nation over Tory Lanez. And I'm like, that might not even be the people who's after Tory Lanez. You don't know who's after Tory Lanez. Some other dudes might be after Tory Lanez. They want their money. Rock Nation might be after Tory Lanez. We helped you get out of that BSS deal and then you didn't sign with us, you rat bastard. They might be after Tory Lanez. What the hell do I know? I don't even been doing tonight shows, so I haven't been getting opportunities to play the music that I should be playing. But I'm going to run something back for y'all. We'll be right back after this break. Sheesh, I keep forgetting.
Paid a meal before the Richie, T no lacking, bitch, I'm sitchy like my bitch is yellow bone, ass fat, yeah, I'm picky, I'm the type to hit a bitch from the back like she Ricky, get her hair done, just to get some top, now it's frizzy, when I'm done, I just bust all on her face, left her sticky, flood the whole hood with work, shit, now everybody busy, when I make it, whole hood coming, everybody with me, I'm the type to pop out with that stick, like you watching Disney, put 2 O's in both sides of his V, now he drizzy, I be deep down in my feelings, like who really rocking with me, yeah, my trap booming, bitch, I got more 3 5s than Griffies, yeah, them purse real, give it 5 minutes, you be itching, man, I hate these hoes. bitches. Living rich records, bitch, we some cutthroat niggas. Wanna be the game, gotta catch a body, no snitching. When I caught that case, it was just me, no co-defendants. How I change up, been acting like I don't know niggas. Switching lanes up, no this ain't that S550, switch my name up. Yeah, but I'm the same old nigga. Plain Jane's cool, yeah, but I like diamonds on my wrist. Long live stacks, still can't believe he independent. Long live hat, niggas know he shot stacks. Killer, that's that get back. Every time we spend our ops block, they heard that shit clap. Everybody kick like 4Ks, that's a Kit Kat. Bitch, I dropped a mint on the grill, that's a Tic Tac. I be fresh as fuck, all designer, but it's mismatch. Tap in, I'm taxing for the sauce, yeah, I got that. Bitch, don't ask me what I'm smoking on, cause it's that iPad. Bullet got no name, but them shits hitting who I shot at. Know his name ain't T.I., but we left that nigga top back. Got them all waiting for the tape, they like drop that. When I'm in the A, they know my shit, I gotta pop that. Thinking I can't fuck your bitch, nigga, boy, stop that. Yeah, bitch, I'm Bugatti, you getting dropped if you not that. 731, I'm on the north side, where we my back. Ops say they gon' slide, but they just talking like a podcast. Fuck that yapping, drop the low, we pull up where they drop that. Left a wet sign on they block, the way the game came through and my stack.
Yeah, I was doing other stuff. Tory threatened his old label. You ninjas better give me my masters back. I'm telling on y'all. Yeah, then they just gave him back his masters. They don't do that. You understand? No record label just do that. These guys don't do that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, when you point out how other artists is having different problems with different record labels, the first thing I say is, well, yeah, so that just shows you something happened with the Tory Lanez situation, because they just let him dead out of that. And they was like, we don't want no problems over here, son. He gave a deadline. If they didn't, they was going to go live and spill the beans. They gave him his masters immediately. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Look what he's going through with QC right now. I'm just saying. That's what I be trying to explain to people. Like, I'm always paying attention to everything. Like sometimes I might miss little tiny things, but I promise you, I was paying attention to something that somebody else probably wasn't paying attention to. I promise you. Yeah. Keep trying to explain. I'm trying to say a thing without saying the thing, by the way. So yeah, that's why I believe that there's a good chance that Roc Nation, Tory Lanez and Roc Nation had a spoken upon agreement. Tory Lanez didn't go through with it. And then all of a sudden, all these weirdo shit started happening. But it don't have to be Roc Nation. It could literally just be just so we could be clear, it could literally just be these dudes going after him now. That Roc Nation ain't by his side. It could literally just be that. Literally. Just so we can be clear. Everybody keep going at Roc Nation. It might be that. It might be just that simple. I'm sure people are paying attention. There's artists who talked about Roc Nation is just as bad as others. I'm not assuming that Roc Nation isn't involved in anything. I'm just saying there's literally a label that should be more angry than Roc Nation. Whoever those guys are, they should be pissed off at Tory Lanez. He got out of a contract with them. These guys don't let people out of contract. No. I'm not thinking you coming at me. But yeah. I don't think you coming at me. I just was clarifying myself. You'd be surprised how often I talk and people think I'm saying something I'm not saying. So that don't just be here. You see what I'm saying? Like, that be happening in real life. I'll be standing dead in front of somebody and I'll say something and I just don't think you just gotta be there. I don't know what to tell you. You just gotta be there. Like, wait, he did not just say that. Yeah, I know I didn't say that. But this is what we doing now. I don't know what to tell you. This is what we doing now. I know I didn't say that. This is what we doing now. The little smallest things that should take like that for 20 minutes. Like, it is what it is. I went to Dwayne Reed, and I've been trying for so long to get the thing fixed at the Dwayne Reed. So it got fixed. Shout out to the lady that fixed my my benefits program card thing. I mean, I don't really go to Dwayne Reed that much, but thank you for fixing the damn thing for me. Because I asked that one lady, and ever since I asked her, they've been a problem. I didn't understand that shit. Shout out to that. That was bananas. Like, I was like, yeah, yo, so I changed my phone number. Is it a possibility? And then she was just like, go online. And she was just mad at me since that day. I was like, I understand what happened. I really don't know what I did. Okay. And then I felt a little bit better about myself because I was just outside one day, that same Dwayne Reed. So I was outside the Dwayne Reed, and this happened like over the summer. So I was outside the Dwayne Reed, and I had just had did I have a situation with the lady? I don't remember. But I was walking, and then they just randomly said, that lady in there, right? And I was like, huh? He was like, yeah, that lady in there, she got a messed up attitude. I said, huh? I said, I don't know, man, because I don't get involved in that conversation. I was like, I don't know. It was her, though. I was like, oh, shit. Like, yeah, it was her. I was like, we're not going to stay here and talk about that lady. Gonna be the period old chick. Oh wow. It's what it is. It is what it is. What time is it? I'm a big fan of this chick. So she's some Instagram chick, right? And she's like a mom, and she do like this workout routine shit. She get other chicks doing the workout routine with her. And she like a whole mom. Like, she's dope. He's married, by the way. And the husband, they look like they have a very nice, happy family over there. So that's not why I'm bringing it up. I think that's dope. It's crazy. Like, when you're a dude and you say something, you gotta make sure people know. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's a wild world we live in. I was in the supermarket today. I want to tell you this. So I was in the supermarket today. So this was weird. I don't know what to think about it. It was weird. But so I'm in the supermarket and two things happened. I don't know if I should mention the first thing because that's gonna sound just crazy. Anyway, so there was somebody in there. So they had on, like, you know, their regular pajama gear shit, right? I have to turn around and look twice. Like, hey, they got regular pajama shit on. Like, okay, that's, you know, people go to the supermarket or the store and they pajama shit. That's cool. And, you know, their pajama shit, you know, it looked comfortable. It looked real comfortable. It was like super fluffy. It looked like incredible stuff, right? And then I look back and I was like, but they had like the whole mask thing over their whole face with just their eyes peeping out. So I wasn't sure what was going on there. Anyway, they had their kid with them too. They had the little baby there, They had the little baby there. But I'm visiting, I'm like, they had their whole, like, what's going on over here? What's their story? What's going on with them? They had their whole entire body. They had like the whole pajama outfit, I guess. I don't know what it was. But then they had like their eyes peeping out right there. And they had like the baby. So I was like, what's going on? And then I'm busy thinking, I hope I didn't get nobody fired from nowhere. Because I don't never want to get anybody fired from anywhere. I know I talk a lot of shit when I get mad at somebody's services, but I don't never call nowhere. I don't want to get nobody fired from nowhere. I talk a lot of shit, like not for nothing. And I'll ask for numbers and everything. Like I'll be in the store and you doing bad service. And I'm like, what the hell, man? Like I'm trying my best. Why is it so difficult? And then it'll just come to a point where I'm not playing with you no more. And I'm going to ask for the corporate number. But I mean, I don't be calling. I don't want to get nobody fired. Like what the fuck? People got, part of my language, people got things they got going on. That one chick got fired that kept pulling up into my DMs saying the N-word, but I'm not even the person who got her fired. This other chick got her fired. Shout out to that, I guess. But yeah, so I don't usually make those telephone calls or anything like that, so I don't do that. So I hope I didn't get nobody fired, because why else was the chick over there with the baby? She just had the baby. I don't know why she was over there with the baby, man. Anyway, I just thought that was weird. See, like the whole body was covered up in pajama clothes. And the only thing peeping out was the eyes. Oh, the thing that made this wild was, so I'm walking down the aisle, and so some lady walks, and she's walking down this way, right? She looks like this, and then she points. Now, I can't, my memory, now your memory is like, so I can't remember if she pointed at me or she pointed like that way. But, like, so I was like, and then that's when the people, the pajama people pulled up on me. I was like, what the fuck? So I don't know. It's probably just, I was in the supermarket, man. People show up to the supermarket. All different. You know what? One day I'm gonna go to the supermarket and do my pajamas. I'm not gonna. My pajamas would just be me walking around with boxes on or whatever underwear I'm wearing that night. Yes, I'm not. No, I need pajamas. I do not need pajamas. I was just glad. I was like, am I supposed to? Like, it just felt like I should have known something at that moment, and I didn't. Like, am I missing something? Like, I should know something right now. And I don't know what it is, but I should know it. Definitely really confused. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. Don't really got much to talk about on this. I'm not in the mood to talk about this. Probably. I don't know. So I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, we have to start loving each other, right? So since the solution is always going to be something other than doing that, or the attempt is always going to be something other than doing that, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just being honest. I mean, are we going to try to love each other more? Are we going to try to? If not, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know way to solve this problem. You can do all the police reform you want, but that's not going to solve the problem. This issue is proven that all the police reform in the world isn't going to solve the problem. It's inspired 3 EMT people. So, what is police reform going to do? I told you that the problem wasn't a police problem anyway. I told you the problem was a black people problem. Because when those police officers saw that black man, whatever was the plan shouldn't have been the plan. Now, as human beings, whatever was the plan shouldn't have been the plan. Don't get it confused. But we're going off of the impression that the other guy told them to go whoop their ass, right? The white dude, going off of that impression. So if the black guys roll up on them, they supposed to be there to protect their brother. They weren't. Now, I don't know what happened, but that looked like there's a good chance, because nobody wanted to help them, that they just believed that that person was somebody that did a thing, maybe. Maybe somebody lied on them. Maybe somebody said that they raped him or some shit. They think he was a rapist or some shit. I don't know. Maybe they thought he was somebody that if they did whoop him out like that, when people find out what he did, they'll be like, we don't care. But it just turned out the dude really didn't do nothing. Anybody thinking about that? So that's what you got to see sometimes. Like, sometimes people really ain't did nothing. Sometimes people really are innocent. It's not a game. It's not a lie. It's the truth. We'll see how this is going to go. As usual, it's going to be police reform this, police reform that. And what are they going to say now that EMT workers are involved? Now, what are they going to say that MFD, Memphis Fire Department is involved? What are they going to say now? Still going to say police reform. They're still going to say police this, police that. Even though I just got proven to be right. Apparently. I'm literally just proven to be right. The problem exists outside of the police force. I can't talk about how I'm correct because then I'm patting myself on the back. But this is another situation that we've spoken about, that I'm not creating a narrative. I'm never creating a narrative. Maybe I'm not talking about it the way that other people want to talk about it, but I don't like low-hanging fruit. Maybe that's what's happening. Because I consistently talk about a thing and I'm kind of in the ballpark. And then it'll be a situation like this where it sounds like I'm off the rails and I'm hitting the grand slam. They're going to constantly talk about defunding the police. But if you did any of the things in which I think we should be doing, we would be improving all of our resources, all of the departments, from the police to social services to the fire department to whoever needs to be fixed. Because I don't believe in band-aids. I believe band-aids make the problem worse. I think sometimes you have to see the wound in order for the wound to heal. The biggest genocide that's actually going on is the killing of black men against black men. How long has that genocide been going on? Since the 70s, since the 80s? At least, minimum. How many lives have been taken? But we don't mark down those lives as what they are. We mark them down as a murder here, a murder there. Somebody ODing off drugs here. This is all the same thing. Somebody ODing off of drugs there. It's just genocide of our own people. That's all it is. Just genocide. Just killing our old people. Then we got a soundtrack also. Heard the music? So that's what you're gonna do. It's however you feel. But we can make genocide against our own people. That's the problem I'm gonna solve. That's the thing that I want to talk about. That's the shit that needs fixed. When we fix that, we fix so many other things. Just by accident. Just by accident. That one girl was really cute. I wonder why she stopped working there. She was really cute. I wonder why she stopped working there. I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody enjoy your day. Everybody just have a good night. We're gonna have much more energy, much more energetic tomorrow. Hopefully, I'm gonna see if we're supposed to have went to a show in Syracuse. The show got pushed back. So it's supposed to be, we supposed to have went to a show in Syracuse. Initially, I heard that it was supposed to be end of this month. Allegedly, it got pushed back to the beginning of February. I don't know. Maybe it got pushed back to go and coincide a little bit closer to Valentine's Day or some shit. I don't know. I don't know how this holiday stuff goes. Also, if that programs works, I'll be able to get back to better everything because I need a video editor. I don't know no way to say it. I need a video editor. I have no video editor currently for the last months, 4 months. I really haven't had a video editor at all. Every once in a while, I'm able to use Photoshop, but generally speaking, I've got no video editor like last 8 months. I've been using all type of different bullshit ass things on the internet. Hopefully this program works. I can get it back, and then if it doesn't have any bugs in it and I can use it, then I'll be able to get back to doing videos. And then at least then we can get our 10-minute videos throughout the course of the day. And if I don't do no Tonight Show, I can just do the 10-minute videos, and I can just drop 6 or 7 videos of those a day because I'm not doing no Tonight Show. I really want to get out of doing the Tonight Show every night. You have no idea. I want to bring you content though through the course of the day. The Tonight Show, the morning show and the Tonight Show, it's just a lot. Stress also, it's a lot. With that being said, at least right now, it feels like a lot. I think that our time would be better used if I could just make videos throughout the course of the day. With that being said, I love y'all. Please, if you got anybody still awake in your household, give them a hug, tell them you love them. You'll never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Give people their flowers where they still here. Also, when we wake up in the morning, one of the first things and before we go to bed, one of the first things you want to do is drink water. You want to get all that nice, old good H2O inside of you. I talk about our health all the time. If you really pay attention, the 3 things that I mentioned is our physical health, our mental health, and our spiritual health every night before we go to bed. I talk about our mental health because I'm telling you to go hug somebody that you love. Got anybody still awake in your household? That has to do with your mental health, your physical health, because I'm telling you to get that nutrients out of your water. And we talk about your mental health because I try to explain that when you're helping somebody else be the best person that they can be, in that moment being the best person that you can be. Every night before we go to bed, when I do the Tonight Show, I wish you guys well-being, physically, spiritually, and mentally, every single night. I just thought I'd point that out because I don't know if people are actually getting that. Anyway, with that being said, please, everybody, have a good night. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification game. #BronxBonus. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you, and that's all I got on this one. I'm out.